Hey, you wanna get high, man?
This how they do, they got wooden balls, man.
I got a joint here, man. I've been saving for a special occasion.
They gonna fire up.
Hey, I hope the drums don't mess up your upholstery, man.
Nah, I'm in a band too, man.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm a lead singer, man.
Ah, that's it,
Yeah,
man.
we play everything from like Santana to El Chicano, man. You know, like everything. Hey, I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. Well, when my temperature rise, and then I go for her thighs, and then I say guacamole in my juice, guacamole in my juice. Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man? Goddamn, looks like a quarter pounder, man. Led Zeppelin.
Hey, be careful with that shit, man.
Is it heavy stuff, man? Will it blow me away?
Better put your seatbelt on, man. I'll tell you that much.
Shit, I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke anything, man. You know, like I smoked that Michoacan, man, Acapulco Gold, man. I even smoked that tight stick, you know?
Tight stick?
Yeah, you know, that stuff is tied to a stick, you know?
Ah,
Yeah,
tight
that-
stick.
Yeah, that didn't even do nothing to me, man. I could probably smoke this whole joint, man, and still walk away, man. Wouldn't be no problem at all, man.
Toke it up, man.
Dude,
Kind of grabs you by the boo-boo, don't it?
hey, man.
What?
What? Oh. Yeah, what's in this shit, man?
Mostly Maui Wowie, man.
Yeah?
But it's got some Labrador in it.
What's Labrador?
It's dog shit.
What?
Yeah, my dog ate my stash, man. I had it on the table and the little motherfucker ate it, man.
Yeah?
So I had to follow him around the little baggie for 3 days before I got it back. Really blew the dog's mind.
You mean we're smoking dog shit, man?
Tired of the same old radio talk show? There is an alternative. This is GONZO Radio.
And we're back. Welcome back to another episode of the GONZO Radio Show. I'm Big Daddy Gonzo. And here we are getting it kind of together. I don't know if you noticed a little bit of a different lighting scheme. We're improving the lights. We're improving the production values because there's just so long that we can suck like we have been, like a garage podcast of some sort. I mean, but speaking of garage podcast, the Deadly Duo. You guys look like superheroes. You really do. You look like superheroes. Except Lisa looks like the superhero, and Kevin, you look like the sidekick because you got the purple glasses.
So what the
You got a little purple trim there too, and the purple glasses, and okay, maybe it's just a team like like Hawk and Dove or something like that.
Like the Wonder Twins.
Like the Wonder Twins.
Ching.
The Purple Twins. Purple Twin powers activate.
Well, it's better than me having purple socks like Donny Osmond.
Purple Twin powers activate.
bag on
Form
my Donny
of
Osmond.
grape juice.
Yeah, no.
So I know I say this every week, but guess what? We got a lot to unpack today. Now, me, I'm sporting the red, the GONZO Radio red, of course.
Yeah, it'll
that's how I roll
sweat
with the red.
stain soon. Can we have
And
AC, Daddy?
I know some of you might not love the fact that you can actually see us better. You can see like the colors and you need to move the swear jar. The swear jar is actually blocking your light. No, throw it outside.
No.
Throw it out in the pool.
No, we're keeping the swear
I
jar.
hate the swear jar.
The swear jar, I'm going to add another word to
You're
the
not my
swear jar.
mom.
I'm going to add another word to the swear jar, Gonzo.
You know, my mom actually, and you need to lean over a little bit more closer.
Closer to Kevin?
She's
Kevin,
adding
I know
things.
Kevin smells good. I mean, it's not like he smells bad.
Kevin's
or anything.
afraid if I get too close, my husband's so big and everything. So.
No, I'm afraid.
Here's the
I'm afraid your
funniest
dog's gonna
part.
bite you through Jewish, osmosis.
Here's the funniest part: is like these cameras are going. Did somebody kick the table?
I did nothing.
She moved.
I didn't even bring Amy with me tonight.
Fragile. See, we have the fragile production values. They can be knocked over. Don't bump the table. But it's just part of the silliness of the Gonzo Radio Show as we start to become more of a fully formed mechanism or organism, if you will. But some of the things that we have to unpack, some of our favorite subjects ever. First of all, being Earth Day, because we all live on Earth, right? We live on Earth.
I don't. Know
I do
about
not.
That.
You do not.
I try not to.
No, you do not either. Okay.
No.
The purple people don't live on Earth.
We don't.
But Earth Day was just this past Sunday, yesterday. And for those of you that aren't patchouli smelling hippies or Nag Champa smelling flower children, rainbow children, yes, everybody lives on Earth. And Kevin, do you got a background on Earth Day, just for those of us who haven't been paying attention to Earth Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that.
See, this past weekend was like the most hippie-tastic weekend in a long time because you had every pothead's favorite holiday, April 20th.
It's Cinco de Mayo for potheads.
Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo for potheads.
Really pisses off the
indeed.
Nazis.
Yeah, Pete told me that it's Hitler's birthday.
Yeah.
420 is
Nobody
Hitler's
says
birthday?
happy birthday
No.
to Hitler, okay?
They do it the right way. They smoke for peace.
Well, there's got to be a counter for all that nastiness,
Exactly.
I guess.
Well, Earth Day's been around for, I don't know, as long as I've been around. It's been out for 48 years. Actually started from a 1969 disaster. What was it? The Santa Barbara oil blowout. Over 3 million gallons flooded the lands, killing over 10,000 different animals: seabirds, dolphins, seals, sea lions.
Right, now the Santa Barbara blowout became the poster child for oil spills because there was that was at the time when there was so much news and media coverage. It was such a huge blowout spill, like Exxon, like the Exxon
Valdez.
Valdez. No, not the Exxon Valdez. The
Gulf,
the BP,
BP.
spill in the Gulf. The
screwed up
BP
a
spill in
shrimp.
the Gulf, only worse. It was nasty.
Yeah.
So go on now. The Santa Barbara since then.
Yeah, since then, Earth Day was celebrated in 1970 with over 2,000 colleges and universities, roughly 10,000 public schools, and hundreds of communities all across the U.S. actually
Hippies.
started as now. That is something that you don't get to hear every single day. The U.S. actually started something pretty nice.
Tree huggers.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
As long as the chicks shave their pits, I'm cool. But April 22nd seems to be the big day that everybody needs to talk about. And here's the lowdown on that. This is the reason why they picked it. Number one, at the time, the 22nd was on a weekday. They wanted to get a little public going during the weekdays instead of the weekends when everybody's watching sports, going to the church, drinking, and, cheating on their husbands. So the 22nd was picked because at the time, it didn't conflict with school exams or spring break, as well as it not interfering with Passover or Easter.
Or Hitler's birthday.
And to maximize attendance. So it's now celebrated in over 192 countries and is now run by the Earth Day Network and is, and I do quote, is the largest secular holiday in the world, celebrated by more than 1 billion people annually.
Which it's kind of a shame that it's not celebrated by 7 billion people because we all live on this rock.
But just to counterbalance, not everybody out there had trees, so they're not all tree huggers. Some of them like rocks.
Okay, I'll buy that. So let's move on to the other thing. Now 420, April 20th now has actually two dark commemorations, that being the birth date of Adolf Hitler and also the anniversary of the Columbine massacre. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about the negative stuff.
No.
We're going to talk about that leafy green stuff. The fun reason why 420 is so celebrated. Now, those of you out on the interwebs, out on Twitter, out on Facebook, I saw you Friday, and some of you were posting like you were high. So I'm gonna say you're legit.
Some people had to get drug tested.
Yeah, some people had to get drug tested. But
National Drug Test
It's no
Day.
big. Well, listen, and it's no big shocker that I've been an aficionado of the leafy green stuff for a long time. Yeah, I inhaled, I swallowed the bong water, whatever. Okay, whatever.
I cooked my pasta and that shit.
But as we've gone on into the 21st century, as we've gone on and we have started to discover the medicinal benefits, not even medicinal benefits of cannabis oil, CBDs.
Yeah.
It's not just THC that's kept me off a roof with a gun. It's been a lot
medical,
more than that.
Yeah, the medical use, the rendering, the resins, the whole 9 yards are used for so many different things that at this point, when you try to look for news nowadays about 420, it's really kind of mellow because no one wants to screw with the fact that it's all going to go legal really, really soon nationwide. Just waiting for it to happen.
And then nobody will look at you sideways when you come out and go, "Yes, I smoke." Bill Maher smokes. A lot of professional athletes smoke.
Andy Cohen.
Andy Cohen is a huge pothead, and I don't think he would be quite as funny if he didn't smoke.
A lot of people who would be funny if they didn't smoke.
But some of us aren't funnier when we smoke. I know that I am fairly sober right now, and I'm sure that this show would be a lot funnier. It would also be a lot longer if I did. So,
yeah,
which is no excuse for some of the long shows that we've done, I swear. But now the origin of 420. What was the origin of 420? Did you have a history on that? That was Long Beach, California. The police code for marijuana or
actually, I do not. I'm going to have to look that up right now.
Let's watch Kevin look that up while I hide a cough. I'm sure I didn't hide the cough. I'm
By the
telling
way,
you.
Well, he's Googling that. I just want to tell you.
You Google it.
Debbie Emmel's here.
Debbie Emmel's here. Hi, Deb. Has Kira made it? Kira's been under the weather.
I don't see Kira in the chat.
Yeah, Kira's been hurting. Kira's been under the weather. She's probably at home sleeping right now, going.
She's recovering from her game night of playing Settlers of Catan.
Yeah, that's a normal Saturday night.
She's legit ill.
Catan and midnight runs of Cards Against Humanities.
Yeah,
that's my Saturday night thing normally.
Yeah, well, she's legit got the cooties though, kind of like I had last week.
Poor thing.
Well, just so you're aware, it does look like 420 has a little bit of link to our tree huggers from 1970. It was a year after the first Earth Day that we got the origin of 420. 1971, 5 high school students, Stephen Caper, David Reddix, Jeffrey Knoll, Larry Schwartz, and Mark Gravich in San Rafael, California, calling themselves the Waldos, became their chosen hangout spot, was the wall on the outside of school. And why? Because, well, what time did school get out?
Get out of here. It's not because school let out.
Their meeting time was after school at 420.
Stop it.
Dead serious, right here. It states that the grounds at San Rafael High School as their meeting place. And at 420, that was their meeting place. Where the Waldos were. So every single time that they meet, that was their code.
Waldos.
Well, read it and weep.
It's right there.
The Waldos designated the Louis Pasteur statue on the grounds.
You can't believe everything you believe.
They're the ones who turned around and fed the information that goes here. This has been verified by the originals.
All right. Well, in conclusion, because we've been pretty tight, right, and ready to go here. In conclusion, cannabis should be legal across the board, period, along with gambling and prostitution. Drugs, whores, and poker for everybody. And Earth Day, I'm not a tree hugger per se. I recycle like crazy. They recycle like crazy.
And I'll say this, just for the law enforcement out there that thinks stoners are stupid, like in Texas, East Texas.
Oh, you have a story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have a story.
Oh, yeah. The Marshall Police Department of East Texas posted on Facebook that to help citizens to help them celebrate the unofficial holiday, they were going to help by testing their weed to make sure it was real.
Yeah, let me test that for you.
Because you know about the fake weed
How do
that's
I
been out
sign
there.
up for that job? I'll start testing
I've been a
that
weed tester before.
They've talked about the fake weed that's been, causing a lot of harm for a lot of people. So they decided to post it. And as they posted, just personally deliver your stash to the PD and K9 Armor will check it out. If it's real, you could receive a free stay in the finest resort in Harrison County. Considering the only resort in the area is the Harrison County Jail, we're assuming that the law enforcement was attempting to make a joke to see if anybody was baked enough to fall for it.
And of course.
Cheap, Mr. Popo, cheap.
Just so you're aware, no report of anyone actually taking them up on it, considering cannabis is still illegal in the state of, even though Austin has already opened its first medical dispensary in February. I believe that the law enforcement failed as normal.
As I have always been wont to say, I'm high. I'm not retarded.
Actually improves cognitive ability in some people.
So there. Okay, so once again, back to Earth Day, by the way. I am a believer in climate change. I am a believer in you should recycle, only by virtue of the fact that, let me ask you a question. I know there's like this flat earther mentality that recycling is a hustle and it's a ripoff and it's a scam. But let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you want to at least keep your cage clean? I mean, we're all 7 billion monkeys on a big round cage floating through space. All right? And you might want to keep the cage clean at least. Keep it, tidy. If you don't think that, it's going to be thousands of years before man-made pollution, that's fine. We're going to fight you every step of the way anyway because I like clean air and water. But you wouldn't want to keep your cage clean, right? Wouldn't you? I think you would. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear from our good buddy George, which we love George. Where's George? There's George. Oh, yeah. And George is going to set you straight about climate change and Earth Day and all of that hippy-dippy stuff. And we'll be back with the Good Karma Pet Rescue Pet of the Week right after this.
We're so self-important. So self-important. Everybody's going to save something now. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails. And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't even know how to take care of ourselves yet. We haven't learned how to care for one another. We're going to save the fucking planet? I'm getting tired of that shit. Tired of that shit. Tired. I'm tired of fucking Earth Day. I'm tired of these self-righteous environmentalists, these white bourgeois liberals who think the only thing wrong with this country is there aren't enough bicycle paths. People trying to make the world safe for their Volvos. Besides, environmentalists don't give a shit about the planet. They don't care about the planet. Not in the abstract, they don't. Not in the abstract, they don't. You know what they're interested in? A clean place to live. Their own habitat. They're worried that someday in the future they might be personally inconvenienced. Narrow, unenlightened self-interest doesn't impress me. Besides, there is nothing wrong with the planet. Nothing wrong with the planet. The planet is fine. The people are fucked. Difference. The planet is fine. Compared to the people, the planet is doing great. It's been here 4.5 billion years. Did you ever think about the arithmetic? Planet has been here 4.5 billion years. We've been here, what, 100,000? Maybe 200,000? And we've only been engaged in heavy industry for a little over 200 years. 200 years versus 4.5 billion. And we have the conceit to think that somehow we're a threat? That somehow we're going to put in jeopardy this beautiful little blue-green ball that's just a-floating around the sun? The planet has been through a lot worse than us. Been through all kinds of things worse than us. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drift, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, hundreds of thousands of years of bombardment by comets and asteroids and meteors, worldwide floods, tidal waves, worldwide fires, erosion, cosmic rays, recurring ice ages, and we think some plastic bags and some aluminum cans are going to make a difference? The planet isn't going anywhere. We are. We're going away. Pack your shit, folks. We're going away.
GONZO Radio.
What's this about limits? Sorry, I don't know none. What's this about some TV limit? Sorry, I can't hear none. You can take a little cruise down the river of booze. Act all poor and defeated. Shout to the mountain some boo-hoo blues. But I stand here and repeat it. I'm a rocker. Everybody hear me now. Everybody get the message. If you're gonna do it live on stage, or don't do it at all. If you're gonna do it, you better take it to the stage, or don't do it at all. I will suffer no evil. My guitar will guide me through. I will suffer no evil. And this time I want to hear it from you. I'm a rocker. Everybody hear me now. I'm a rocker. Everybody get the message. Break it down to brass tacks. Break it down to just the facts. But I don't need your sticky laminate. I don't need your VIP. I don't need your validation. 'Cause I wear mine on the sleeve.
GONZO Radio.
Ha ha! You thought you beat me that time, didn't you? Yeah, it happens when you're talking about last minute stuff, and then somebody starts to go off on a rant about Rick and Morty, and I'm like, really? 8, 7. It's okay, I got this. 5, 4. I like how you treat me like Rick. So that's really good that you treat me like Rick. There you are. Okay. Yeah, I had my cameras wrong. I did my switch wrong. That's okay. I'm back on it now. Getting better at this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm getting like it's like I'm going one-handed and I'm going. I'm trying. My big thing right now is not to lean because I'm leaning out of frame. So I got to keep that together.
I find it impossible that you could get out of frame.
Yes, this huge, gigantic cranium of mine, this huge head. But I tell you what, why don't we just jump right into it here? Enough of my silliness and nonsense, and let's get down to the good karma pet of the week with Lisa.
Thank you.
What you got? What you got on your shirt? What shirt this week? You got you can't buy love, but you can rescue it.
Yes.
Oh,
Our good karma motto.
Let me hunt down our pet of the week here. Okay, let me see. Make sure I get it.
Okay, just say when.
That's not him. Wait, that's it.
Her.
No, wait. And big loser. Okay, that's okay. We'll get it.
It's always my segment. It's always my segment.
It's always your segment. I screw
pretty
it
much.
up. All right, so go ahead. Get started.
Get started?
Yeah.
Okay. This week I want to introduce you guys to Tanya Tucker. Little Tanya Tucker. I know you
Crush
played
on
me
her
a
when I was a
Tanya
kid.
Tucker song. What
And-
was
and-
it? Delta Dawn.
And I didn't play Delta Dawn only by virtue of the fact that I didn't feel like playing a country song on the show.
Sorry.
I feel bad, and I do have Tanya Tucker songs. But go ahead, Tanya
Well,
Tucker.
yeah, we have to come up with names,
She-
okay?
she
I
looks
told
like a
you we
Tanya.
rescued 1,700 dogs last year. We have to come up with a lot of names.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, okay. We got to
So
dip into celebrities
this is
now.
little Tanya Tucker. She is an 8-year-old, about 8-pound Chihuahua. And I know a lot of people go, oh, like Chihuahuas, they're little. My husband always used to say, oh, they're little shaky dogs. They're so nervous.
But now you have one.
Now we have a rat terrier Chihuahua mix, and she's an angel. So this little Tanya Tucker is a quiet, calm little Chihuahua, and she is a great cuddle buddy. She loves to follow her human around and tries to get your attention because she just wants to be with you. She loves to play with her doggy friends, and she loves to explore the backyard. She is always up for a car ride and an adventure. As long as she gets to go with you, she's a happy girl. She is house trained. She's up to date on her vaccinations. She's a healthy, happy little puppy. She's ready for her. I say puppy. It doesn't matter. These dogs could be 12 years old. They're still a puppy to me. They're always a puppy. She's ready for her forever home and her new best friend. Her adoption fee is $250. And as always, Good Karma adoption fees always include vaccinations, heartworm tests, spay or neuter, deworming, parasite screening, and of course, a microchip that once you adopt your dog, you need to register so that they can get home to you again.
Credit check. No. Okay.
So apply to adopt Little Tanya Tucker at adoptadog.goodkarmapetrescue.org. And here's my pimping out for fosters again. You know, we always need fosters for our doggies and kitties. The more fosters we have, the more animals that we can rescue and save and get into forever homes. So if you go to foster.goodkarmapetrescue.org, you can apply to foster there too. And if you apply to foster, you might get a little phone call from yours truly to explain how fostering works and what's entailed.
An internet, radio, television, podcast, vlog, show, celebrity.
Minor celebrity.
Minor celebrity.
I'm no Nene Leakes, okay? Bonk.
Oh. All right. Well, that is our Good Karma Pet Rescue of the week.
I have to tell you, we have Friday, May 4th, our Untapped event.
Well, I was going to ask about events, but go ahead.
Well, okay then.
Let me set you up.
Okay.
So, Lisa, do you have any upcoming events with Good Karma Pet Rescue?
Gonzo, so funny you should ask. In fact, we do. On Friday, May 4th, we have our Untapped event at Bailey Contemporary Arts. That's in Pompano. Live music, food trucks, beer samples, and Gonzo's trying to move the camera again. And
don't pay any attention to what I'm doing. You
pay
just
no
do your
attention to
thing.
that man behind the curtain. He's distracting. So that's from 6 to 9 on the 4th. Now, the other event that we have going on, this is like good news, bad news. Saturday, May 19th, from 10 to 11, we have Doggy Noses and Yoga Poses, which is going on at 26 Degrees Brewing Company, 2600 East Atlantic Avenue in Pompano. Now, this event is sold out because it was space limited. However, there's a wait list, and you can get on it. I didn't get in, and now I'm on the wait list, waiting, hoping that I could go there and get some doggy love while you're laying on the ground. And
you're like a big shot with those people.
And the dogs will just come and kiss you all over your face.
And you're like a big shot with those people.
I know, but here's what. You got to buy your tickets, and I just procrastinated. Next thing I know, I clicked on there. It said, sold out. Wait list. That's what happens. You snooze, you lose. Story of my life.
Any more events?
That's all we have going on right now. But as soon as we have more events
boring.
going on, I will let you know. However, just go to Good Karma Pet Rescue on Facebook and like us and follow us, and then always has our events listed there, and you always get updates on the doggies and kitties that are available.
Outstanding. Anything to add, Kevin? Okay, that's about it. All right, we're going to take another quick break here, and we're going to come back with, as soon as I find my my break thing. Hey, there's my break. Oh, guess who we're coming back with? We're coming back with more George. That's right, more George Carlin talking about Earth Day and recycling and all that fun stuff. And right after this quick break, get to RUFKM, which is kind of a big story right now. Right after this.
And we won't leave much of a trace either. Thank God for that. Maybe a little styrofoam. Maybe. Little styrofoam. Planet will be here and we'll be long gone. Just another failed mutation. Just another closed-end biological mistake. An evolutionary cul-de-sac. The planet will shake us off like a bad case of fleas. A surface nuisance. You want to know how the planet's doing? Ask those people at Pompeii who are frozen into position from volcanic ash how the planet's doing. Want to know if the planet's all right? Ask those people in Mexico City or Armenia or 100 other places buried under thousands of tons of earthquake rubble if they feel like a threat to the planet this week. How about those people in Kilauea, Hawaii, who build their homes right next to an active volcano and then wonder why they have lava in the living room? The planet will be here for a long, long, long time after we're gone, and it will heal itself, it will cleanse itself, because that's what it does. It's a self-correcting system. The air and the water will recover, the earth will be renewed, and if it's true that plastic is not degradable, well, the planet will simply incorporate plastic into a new paradigm, the earth plus plastic. The earth doesn't share our prejudice towards plastic. Plastic came out of the earth. The earth probably sees plastic as just another one of its children. Could be the only reason the earth allowed us to be spawned from it in the first place. It wanted plastic for itself. Didn't know how to make it. Needed us. Could be the answer to our age-old philosophical question, why are we here? Plastic. Assholes.
GONZO Radio.
Ha ha! Yeah, I'm doing a little mad scientist-y things while on the break here with the lights. So pay no attention. Production values. I just got to take the glow off of Kevin's head somehow. That's not as easy as it sounds. Maybe a little powder.
Give me a paper towel. Give me a paper towel.
Maybe a little powder.
I'll blot it. Give me a little something to
You're
blot
not
it.
sweating. Are you schwitzing?
I'm schwitzing.
Are you schwitzing? Are you a little schwitzy?
I'm a little schwitzing.
Hey, let's have a little something for your schwitz there. There you go there. You feel better now? Yeah. Good. All right, now let's get a little pornographic. Jesus Christ.
Well, you never get to see me bald around here, so I figured I'd,
Yeah, I know. I feel like the hippie now. I got like the hair going.
I like
I'm
this.
gonna shave it though, because I mean it makes me look 100. So it does.
You should.
I look like I belong in the Great White North. I mean, I just look like it's no.
Take off.
Meanwhile, Lisa's got her natural hair color, purple.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm purple inside.
It's a carpet match the drapes. I've seen that. I've seen purple pubic hair. It's awesome.
I was gonna say you've seen nothing here.
I've seen purple pubic. I've seen nothing.
I thought you were saying that you've seen it on me. I was like, hello.
No.
You've seen nothing.
No.
You know nothing.
But I will say I have seen a manic panic Brazilian landing strip, and it was very impressive. I will say that. It like this color red, like bright red, and it was pretty awesome. Anyway, am I
Who
done being
wants to know this information? No one.
Everybody on the chat room, raise your hand. You want to know this information? Who's got the manic panic red landing strip's probably in the chat room too. So you know.
It's not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
She might be. You never know.
Unless it's Deborah Emmel or Goddess Deborah. I don't think so.
Interesting.
Very
interesting.
So far, it's been a very fun show. It's been very fast-paced. Not a lot of jibber-jabbering. How have we been doing so far? How you feel?
I'm feeling good. We've actually got a couple of listeners from up north from Daytona.
Listeners from Daytona. Well,
Yep.
listeners from Daytona, you're tuned into about 75% of the finished product. We're really getting there and getting there rapidly. So,
So I'm going to give a little shout out real quick to Podcast City Network up in the Daytona area.
Just try to take a little of that reverb off of there.
Thanks,
Go
I
ahead.
noticed that. I was like,
there you go.
Podcast City,
and the Super
work.
Really? Wow. And the Super Radio Brothers, I saw them over at the Daytona Comic Book Convention. They gave me their little hot seat, and they took the 7 Deadly Questions videos, soon to come, as soon as we can get that edited down. Really a bunch of great guys. We had a lot of fun up there. And we did a little talking, and we might have to do a little more talking on air with those guys.
You know me, I'm Mr. Friendly, man. I'll talk to anybody. I'll sit on your show. I'll sit in your show. I'll help you write your show. I go crazy with this crap. You know that.
They've got a couple of really good, interesting wrestling shows that you definitely want to get in on.
Wrestling. How I miss wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, there's been interesting stuff going on in wrestling, but that's not what we came here for.
No,
because we came here for a little RUFKM, and it's an RUFKM that, no, I still haven't made a new theme because we're not allowed to curse, or it'll cost me money. If I play the RUFKM theme, it'll cost me $7 because it drops 7 F-bombs.
And that's going to a scholarship fund, so yeah, play it. I dare you.
No. You're not going to be able to send that kid to community college.
No. Don't worry about it. We'll make another one, and we'll make a good one.
So, real big in the news, up in Antioch, Tennessee.
We're going to go straight for the kill, huh?
We're going to go straight. Yeah, we're going to go straight for the lead story. Forget the other. You know what? Throw the other stories out. Let me see those other stories. Let me see those other stories.
Oh,
you got
come
those
on,
other stories?
They're fun.
Well, okay. Let me see these other stories. Hang on. Give them up. This isn't just symbolic. Give me this. Take those away from me. Let me take a look here. Let me see here.
Really quickly.
Let Uncle Gonzo do this. Hang on. Let me do this really quick for you, okay? And hot tub, relax, long snack tub,
Cheetos,
Cheetos, bath, snacks, sitting table, Cheetos. What? Oh, stop it! Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's not even RUFK. That's just a slob.
Blondie's here.
Huh?
Hey, Blondie's here.
Blondie's
here.
Hey,
Blondie.
Wait, no, Blondie's not just her name. What was her name again? It's,
Lena.
Lena.
Yeah.
Lena.
She's in California.
Yeah, Lena.
And she actually gets
Lena
up.
Corrales.
Yep, and she actually gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning to see some of my sunrises.
Lena Corrales, she's very, very pretty.
Lena was my great aunt's name.
Well, okay. Well, Lena, we love
Well, the
having
nice
you
thing
here.
about
You
it
know
is
that.
I will probably end up posting these on the Gonzo Radio Show page later on this week just for shits and
Ooh,
giggles.
even better. Stay tuned for that.
What, the
Cheeto lady?
The Cheeto lady?
guy?
Yeah, just for fun.
You're silly.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, let's see here with the
Higher
PCO, nature, and nature, Sierra Club, nature.
He really wants to get to that cigar outside there.
Yes, he does.
It's not about the cigar. Although I have really good Cubans.
He wants us to get out. Leave.
It's not because I want to get to the smoking cigars and drinking scotch portion of the evening.
I want to go get some ice cream portion.
But no,
of the
this
evening.
is a good
I want to go to
story,
Carvel.
and this really does take precedence over these two. Even though I spent a lot of time on these, I absolutely
minutes, literally minutes.
Yep. So,
are you butthurt about it? Do you want to read your stories? No, because
oh my God,
I like
the
to.
arguing.
Because
is just,
here
feel
at
like
the
my
Gonzo
parents are
Radio
getting
Show, we
divorced.
like to get right to the psycho crap.
so let's go for it. Let's go to
RUFKM?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Let's not.
Well, it's not. It's Antioch, Tennessee, but
Close enough.
It's
right
right
around the
outside
corner.
Nashville.
For those of you who don't understand Nashville, it's Antioch, not Antioch and the Holy Hand Grenade. No, but damn well near almost was. We have a gentleman by the name of Travis Rankins. Yeah, he likes to have a little bit of fun at
Travis
the
is-
Waffle House.
Travis is a bit of
Just Sunday morning, that's yesterday, Earth Day. This nut job decides, while naked, he wanted to shoot into a Waffle House with an AR-15 style gun, take out 4 people before having a local gentleman by the name of Shaw Jr. who actually wrestled the gun from his hand, saving the rest of the people. As Rankins ended up with a coat of some sort, running away. Mind you, that was the only thing he was wearing. He is buck naked. Naked. Yeah. Well, let's give a little background on this wonderful little intellectual genius, shall we? Travis Rankins, his story actually in the news dates back 4 years ago, where he was claiming that he was being, and I'm not kidding you, he was being trolled, yes, followed by none other than the little...
Taylor Swift.
Thank you very much.
Hey. I love Taylor Swift. I would stalk her myself, except I have a full-time job.
And you're
No,
busy
but here's the
stalking
beautiful part
Kaylee
about it.
Cuoco.
He claimed to have been stalked by her at a local Dairy Queen, in which she proceeded to escape from him by climbing the roof, which he climbed himself, to find out she was no longer there. Gee, warning signs should be going off.
First of all, being so close to the Parkland tragedy,
Yes,
and being so entrenched in the idea that it really is. See, I'm taking my glasses off.
Oh, God, he's getting serious.
No,
Getting
please
serious.
don't.
No. Well, I want to get a little serious about this because it really is a mental health issue. Because this guy is obviously a wackadoo. And as you're about to tell us,
And I'm going to say that
the
there are different levels.
authorities had several opportunities, several
Thank you very much.
high-profile opportunities.
See, this is a person that actually is well beyond the high school years, and there have been signs for a long, long time. Let's go back to just last year, July of 2017. Travis Rankins was actually arrested by the Secret Service in front of the White House as he tried to gain entrance, saying that he needed to talk to the president.
That should be an automatic special list you go on.
Yep. Now, right from there, he was told that he could take the tour, but he said that he was sovereign citizen and had a right to inspect the grounds. After telling Rankins to move on, Rankins did what any good citizen would do: take his tie off, wrap it around one hand, and continue to try to gain entrance.
Did they check his breath for maybe, I don't know, hard alcohol?
Well, they definitely detained him. He said, "Do what you need to. Arrest me if you have to." And they did. They detained him. They checked him out. They held him for quite a while. He didn't want to leave the secure area, but he was later released and sent home.
Drugs are bad.
Crazy is worse.
He lives.
Crazy is
at
worse.
the time was living in Illinois, where the Federal Bureau of Illinois decided to interview him. They determined that he had some deep issues, and he lost his right to his weapons.
Oh, yeah, they took his guns away, right? They gave him back to his dad eventually.
Wait. Yeah, well, there's more
it
to
gets better.
Oh, gosh.
According to the report from Tazewell County Sheriff's Office, authorities seized a Kimber 9mm handgun, a Bushmaster AR-15 style rifle, a CZ USA 22 caliber rifle, and a Remington 710 and random ammunition. The AR-15 rifle was listed as the same weapon used in the Sunday Waffle House shooting. Why? Because they gave all the weapons back to Rankin's father.
Who promised to secure them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because, promises are so good.
Give me the guns. He was a licensed firearms carrier, so he was allowed to have the guns back, the dad.
Even though they weren't legally his.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hold on to them. I'll hold on to them for you. Don't worry about that.
Let's the kids have the guns back,
I'm
and
responsible.
now 4 people are dead.
Yes.
Good job. Nice parenting, Dad. Way to go.
So Rankins later on moved to
Tennessee, unfortunately.
Where in April, he was working construction. April lost his job. He supposedly got a new job, started last Monday, didn't show up on Tuesday.
Sounds like me.
Where he proceeded to be in the news, supposedly stealing a BMW at some point in time last week. Yeah. His vehicle was the one that was reported as being the one showing up at the Waffle House yesterday. And yes, he is the one who shot it up because he was caught later on today by authorities in the woods in some type of house.
Wait, we have a picture.
Yep.
Ta-da!
After some people decided to give tips to lead authorities to Rankins.
Well, yeah, of course it was, hey, there's a dude wearing nothing but a jacket running through my neighborhood, hiding behind garbage cans.
Yeah.
That's a little suspicious.
And when you take a look at the face, and I've had a face-to-face contact with Nick Cruz, they're not that far off. They're really not.
A little bit of a in the eyes. I hate everybody. Everybody must die type of a deal. Yeah.
Can I just interject here for a moment, please?
What, in public?
Can we talk a little bit more about this dude that stopped him and took his gun away? Because I think the person that we should talk more about is this dude that was like the hero at the Waffle House that took this dude's gun away.
Yes. And
Okay,
while you
because
guys are talking about that,
how
let me
about
see if I can-
instead of RUFKM, how about good on you, my friend? Keep up the good work.
Well, let's talk about Mr. Shaw Jr. He saved the day by wrestling Rankins a gun right away from him. Did Shaw have a gun himself? No, he didn't.
He just had balls. That's
No.
it. That's all you need is balls.
Huge, gigantic,
Which I'm
enormous...
going to say this. In defense of the people who want the guns gone, we're going to stop you right there. This ain't an issue about guns.
That would
For
be
those of you
this
who believe,
guy right here. In case you know, it's meet James Shaw Jr.
And for those of you who turn around and say everybody should have a gun, no. And you don't need a gun to stop an assailant. You just need to have balls.
Or you get it through your head. You conquer the fear that, well, I'm going to die either way, so I may as well grab the friggin' gun.
So I'm going to say two things. Guns don't kill. Waffle House does.
That's the truth.
Because there's a long line of history of, I'm sorry, too many people dying in Waffle Houses, and it's not just the food. Okay, I'm sorry. Just every Waffle House that you see is a free advertisement for IHOP.
But if I'm dying with bacon.
You go knock yourself out. I'm going to do it with a buttermilk pancake.
Yeah, there's going to be none of that.
So mental health and healthy food. There you go. That'll save lives.
Yes, Waffle House bad. Now, there's a history of Waffle House shootings, man. There really
Right
is.
here in Fort Lauderdale, right there, right down the street from Broward Community College, BC now. That one, the people were found dead in the freezer. What the hell do you need a freezer for in a Waffle House?
Put dead bodies in?
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing good happens after 12 o'clock.
And nothing ever good comes out of a Waffle House.
And my mom used to say nothing's
Ever.
open after 2 a.m. except a pair of legs.
Really?
Well, if you're
Who, do you
talking
know
about
this girl
bars.
personally? like
Not just Wesley and Dixie there.
My love life has taken like a huge dump lately, and I mean, I just like I really don't want to show the comparison between my forearms, but suffice to say, the right one's a whole lot bigger than the left. But anyway,
but I digress.
I'll have to get that number from that girl from you.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, this is a perfect case of how we're not dealing with mental health again, and it shows up right in the news with a tragedy again. Are you kidding me?
$1 swear jar.
Didn't say it.
It
He
was like
mouthed
right
it.
there. It was right there.
I said
He left
frickin'.
the CK. Fake killing me.
I want $1 to go in that swear jar tonight.
You're gonna
so
get nothing,
bad.
and you're going to like
I might
it.
say it just to put my own dollar in there. But wait a second, I don't have any money. I wouldn't be able to do it. Oh, Kevin's getting
You
out.
should
Kevin's
get some
reaching into
money.
his
I've got
pocket.
some money. It's really
You
really
missed-
cool.
Yeah, go back to the replay. I did use a dirty word earlier.
He said a dirty word.
Yes,
He
I did. I said a dirty word.
He said a dirty word.
One
He
dirty
said a
word.
dirty word.
I said it for impact. Yes, I did. Hey, go to
All right, go ahead. Nickels.
Doink, doink, doink.
Oh, nickels. Oh, how I love the sound of nickels.
I got a nickel.
Oh,
I
that
got a
sound
nickel.
of- that sound of cold
I'll
hard
give you
cash.
a
That sound of
nickel
clinking
for a
nickels.
pickle.
They're dropping N-bombs all over the place. It's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, first of all, Kevin, Lisa, wave goodbye. Tell the nice people where they can find you on the interwebs.
You go first.
Oh my God, what a gentleman!
Got you fooled.
You could find me. You could friend me on Facebook, Shotzi Carmichael on Facebook. You could follow me and the adventures of my dog Sheldon the Wonder Pup at Sheldon the Wonder Pup on the Instagrams. And launching soon because I look kind of cute. I might go ahead and do my first vlog tonight and launch my Facebook page called The Anxiety Express. So be prepared to get invited to that, and then take
And
the
then get
invitation.
uninvited.
And then, after maybe there's a few people in there and I won't notice, then you can, back out if you're tired of listening to me and all my craziness and neuroses. But who would ever get tired of that?
There you go. I'm real easy. I am the one and only the Idaho Jew at whatever hell the platform is you're on. I'm there. I own that 24/7, 7 days a week, in every universe, in every multiverse, in every dimension. I am the Idaho Jew at everything.
I'm going to make a graphic for it one day. I really am. once I get through the process of having the editor kick my ass, my editing program kicks my ass at least twice every day, and people that come around and be, what are you cursing at? Just like I have Tourette's. It's pretty weird.
You are Tourette's.
And you can also, of course, see us, keep up with our hijinks, the Gonzo Radio fan page, the Gonzo Radio group page, the Gonzo Radio sports desk. There's a couple of private groups, but I don't think you guys want to be a part of those.
And here on GonzoRadioshow.com.
Yes.
Yes.
GonzoRadioshow.com, which, by the way, should be
webpage.
updated.
Yes.
By now. Check it out. And hopefully we'll be able to post the latest episode, this one, there. So on behalf of myself and these two lunatics, I'm Big Daddy Gonzo, and we'll catch you guys next week. I'm not even going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to say bye.
Peace out.